if you're the Bears, right? Would you prefer having, let's say, Justin Fields take that next step where he could become a franchise quarterback, and that way you can use that draft capital on Marvin Harrison Jr. to be exact, or maybe some more line help, or do you think necessarily getting that trans like that quarterback that's going to change life is more important than having just a franchise quarterback. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
difference.
bro. I don't know, bro. I didn't think about it like that till you bring it up just now. But being a Bears fan is probably gotta suck because you can't win.
Yeah.
Because what if Justin Fields really is taking that turn to being an elite quarterback, and you send him somewhere, banking that Caleb is going to be the guy? And we've seen it all the time. Guys go out number one, and it just doesn't translate.
Yeah.
There's a chance that Caleb Williams comes to the NFL and looks like dog shit, like some guys have. You know what I'm saying? But then there's Justin Fields where you sent him away, you know, and he's an elite quarterback, you know. So that is a good question. All right, that. But at the same time, what if Justin Fields just is having a good string of games or like that, and he's just that middling guy, and Caleb Williams is a generational talent? But at the same time, I don't think the Bears can develop, like say like a Caleb Williams. There's nothing that coaching staff gives them outside of I don't know what they give them to develop these guys because nobody on that squad, nobody there is developing in
And,
Chicago.
and let me
You know what I'm
ask
saying?
another question about like the whole Caleb Williams saga, where he's talking about like he may not leave if certain teams get the pick or whatever.
He
Do
was
you think
talking
that's
about
smart?
Chicago.
Huh?
He was talking about Chicago.
But do you think that's a smart way to play it? Because you got to realize if he's really like generational as he's looking, all that stuff, he's going to go to a bad franchise no matter what, whether he wait this year, next year, or whatever. So do you think it's smart just to wait an extra year, or do you think he should just go ahead and come out?
Yeah, I think it's smart for him. We've seen it all the time where people come into really bad situations and they never get that second contract. Because that is the whole deal for any player in the NFL. You have to get to that second deal. You have to get to that second deal. And for him, if all these teams that he doesn't want to play for need quarterbacks, there's a slew of quarterbacks coming out this year. They're
Yeah,
gonna draft a quarterback.
that's
So
what I'm saying. You
he
got
just
Drake May, Ewers.
yeah.
There's a bunch of guys coming out. You know what I'm saying?
So
But the thing that
I
separates Williams from him is all those guys are any other year. All those guys could be the number one pick. They're that good. But Caleb Williams isn't like a class by himself type good. So even if he doesn't go out this year, he could sit out next year in college and still come out and be number one. Anthony Richardson missed like his last year and a half of college football and got drafted number 5 overall.
So my
You know?
point is like he's going to go to a bad franchise either way, right? Let's say Arizona, right? Let's say y'all are just straight done with Kyler, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got a really good team, but y'all only can go so far without like a quarterback. So if he was trying to avoid Arizona this year, it'd probably be the exact same thing next year in that situation. Or let's say on the real us, Carolina be exact. I mean, we'll probably yeah, well, if he was there, we'll probably consider it. But let's say he wait 1 year. He might end up with us because we're not gonna get that much better in 1 year. Many teams aren't gonna get that much better in 1 year. Like so
What do
it
you
just
think the Carolina Panthers would do? Like, say you guys ended up with the number one pick this year. In a hypothetical world, I know it's not possible.
yeah,
But I'm
and we
saying
had our pick.
hypothetically, yeah, if you had the number one pick this year, right, and Bryce continues to look like how he does right now, what
I
do you
think
think they would do?
I think it would be I think it would be a real consideration because
But you know what you could get for that number one pick if you trade that?
true,
Oh
true.
my god, dude! Because
But
that's like franchise changing kind of move. You could get a king's like legitimate king's ransom for a pick like that. That number one receiver you want, got him.
see to me,
Whoever
but
picks you want, you got him.
to me, if you get a generational talent, if you get Andrew Luck, Peyton, or whatever, you take them. I like you don't give that up. You take them, you build a team around them, and you figure it out. So I don't know, man, but we. I guess we'll see what he decides to do. To me, I think he's just come out. I mean, yeah, he's going to go to a bad franchise, but if he's really the generational
You know what's
talent,
got,
he can.
but you know what's keeping him not worried about going to the NFL right
Oh
away
yeah,
is
the
that
money.
NIL deal.
Yeah,
It's
he's
the money.
making
If
money.
he wasn't making no money in college, he would have been like, "Well, fuck it,
Right.
I'm going. I
Yeah.
gotta go get my bag." But he's making like $5 million a year to play college football. I think you're not tripping about that. He can pick when he wants to come out now.
Yeah.
If I see that Arizona team Yeah, all right, all right, them paying for lunch, all that bad, whatever. But if I see that Arizona team on the field, that team look like a team that can win with some talent. I mean, with a quarterback.
Yeah,
If you
because
get them,
they're not barren when it comes to talent. You know what I'm saying? You got James Conner, you got Hollywood, that kid Mike Wilson or whatever like that
yeah,
looks decent.
Yeah,
Like
he
there's
looked
pieces. You know what I'm saying? You go to Chicago. I mean, yeah, it is a little barren, and it looks like the squad
yeah,
kind of taped together a little bit outside of DJ Moore. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So I mean, that's a shittier situation. But I
uh,
don't know. Me personally, I would be coming out
yeah, I
because either
would.
way, you're gonna get your money. First and 15 is gonna come crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.